It's the Munster Cast. Welcome to the show. We got a blast from the past. Yeah, it's the Munster Cast. You know what it is. Hit like, hit follow, subscribe to the biz. Leave a comment, share, let your thoughts fly.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Munster Cast, the podcast where we watch, talk, and read about the Munsters and Munsters adjacent. I'm, of course, your host, Myke Shrews, here with my co-host and friend, Tivis. So, Tivis, please tell everybody out in the Munsterverse. How you been, my man?
I've been doing good. You know, we had our local, I wouldn't call it comic convention, but pop culture convention in town. And I don't know when this is going out, so it'll probably a while ago for you listeners, but I finally got to meet him. Butch Patrick.
Nice.
It only took him coming to town like 4 times for me to finally get be in the same place as he is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one of the last times he was in your town, like, you didn't go hang out because you were tired. I got work the next day.
Oh, yeah, when you wake up early in the morning, it's hard to go to a drive-in.
Yeah.
In the middle of the week.
You get up at like, what, 3 or 4 in the morning now?
Now 4, but then it was 5, but even still.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Cool.
Yeah. How you doing?
I am doing better. I mean, not that anyone's ever gonna freaking know, but we ended up taking another week off of recording because I got sick for an entire week and I was just out.
It wasn't me this time.
And my wife was like thinking I was just sitting around because she leaves town for work sometimes. So she thought I was just laying around watching TV the whole time. I was like, no, dude. I was like sleeping. Like, I was like, ask Tivis. I wasn't texting him at all. So
I was trying real hard not to bother you.
Yeah. So that's my, I'm seriously like either doing something or just not feeling good by just saying, look at my phone. I haven't texted Tivis in a minute. Yeah. Anyway, so that was a fun week.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah.
We still do that.
But you're better now, so that's all matters.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm finally off the antibiotics too. I ended those just a couple days ago, so we'll see how well.
And it hit you literally right after we finished recording the last one.
Yeah, like the same day we recorded the last episode. I was fine on the show, and then I went to the hardware store like probably an hour after we got done recording, and I was just like, I had to call my wife and be like, dude, I don't feel good. I'm falling over in the aisles. Like, so she stayed on the phone with me the whole drive for the rest of the way home. Luckily, it's not that far away from the house, but she almost had to come get me. So that wouldn't have been fun.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else going on in your life, man? Fun that you want to share anyway?
No, nothing I want to share.
Nothing you want to share. All right, man.
I wouldn't call it fun.
Well, real quick, guys, then you can find us on social media, mostly Facebook and Instagram via the Munster Cast, but we are on social media platforms as ourselves as well. So check us out there, guys. It's either Myke Shrews or it's Tivis014, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So if you don't find us through the Munster Cast, find us through those guys. You can also see our pretty ugly faces every Munster Monday via youtube.com/@TheMunsterCast. That's youtube.com/@TheMunsterCast. And we might be trying to get a spot on Tubi, just so you guys know.
News to me.
Yeah. All right. You can also see all of our content in one spot right now, guys, via TheMunsterCast.com. That is TheMunsterCast.com. You can also click on the right hand side of the screen. There'll be a little microphone and you can leave us a voice message. You can also leave us voice messages through different social media messaging apps as well too, which we can potentially play on the episode as long as you want. We do get some messages here and there, but you guys don't tell us we can play it on air, so we kind of need to know if we can play it on air legally. You can also go ahead and click on the store tab or just go to themunstercast.com/merch and get some awesome swag curated just for y'all, the Munster fans, not just the Munster Cast fans, but Munster fans alike. Definitely check that stuff out, guys. It's all shirts, so pretty easy, pretty simple. Take them, go get them autographed, do whatever. Yeah. You can also email us at themunstercastoutlook.com. You can email us your stories, your questions, your concerns, your reviews that you don't want to post publicly of the show. Just let us know anything as long as it's Munster, it pertains to the Munsters and our show, guys. So definitely do that. And Tivis, what else have we got?
We have a Patreon, which is always basically just a tip jar. You like the show, you like what you're hearing, help us out. You know, we pay for so much stuff out of pocket. We literally make no money from this show. You know, the website, the RSS feed, StreamYard that we're using to make this stuff on, all that stuff costs money to make the show for you guys. So if you want to help us out, please do so. But we know times are tough. Please do not give any more than you wouldn't miss if it fell out of your pocket. That is all I ask.
Yeah. And definitely be careful of the fake stores. Like there's always somebody randomly trying to use our freaking logo image to sell a shirt, and I'm like, why? Like we've luckily caught a few of them, but there's so many like people that just do that randomly, and I'm just like, why, guys? Why? Also, it's not even going to be a high-res picture because I have the original image, so I don't know what they're getting an image from.
Yeah. But yeah, if you want to help us out, you could do it that way. Another way you can help the show is by, let's see, I'm going to try this out. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Leave us a review on your podcatcher of choice if they allow it. You know, Apple, Spotify, comments, that stuff boosts us in the charts. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
You could also give us some stars on a few of them. You know, rate us accordingly. Though you love us, give us 5. That's great. We're not asking you to do that just out of nowhere. We want to know what you like, what you dislike, how we can improve. Always, so feedback is always welcome.
What shirts you don't like us wearing, you know?
Hey, Rooster Teeth is back. Thank you. You could also tell a friend, share our stuff, get us noticed and all this stuff. If you're listening to the audio podcast, download it. All this stuff helps us boost in the charts, the views, more ears, more eyes, all that stuff. It helps. It really does.
Yeah.
And that goes for everything you like, by the way. Do this stuff, help them out, keep independent scene going. Because yeah, YouTube is not the place for it anymore, unfortunately, and hopefully someone comes around to fix that.
Yeah.
Did you see they're bumping up the amount of ads you're forced to watch if you don't pay for premium now?
No.
And they decrease the amount of you can skip as well. It like if you're sitting there for a full minute, it used to like after 5-10 seconds, it'd say, "Hey, next ad." Skip you to the last one. It will not show up until the last 15 if it does it all now.
I noticed a lot of things are doing this though with the ads, because I was watching was it Disney Plus the other day, and we don't pay for the ad-free version because usually if you're watching the movie, it's like an ad at the beginning, ad at the end. Maybe they'll sneak an ad in the middle, but if you're watching a TV show, dude, there are so many ads. There's more ads on the TV shows while streaming than there were when you just watched it on normal TV. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, no, I will not pay
an ad. It's the same ad.
Yeah, I will not pay a streaming service to show me ads. I'm sorry. You're not double dipping on me.
Yeah.
You will either put a free version with ads up like YouTube is,
right,
or I will just fork over the little bit and you can lose out on the ad revenue.
And this is why I like what was it, Amazon, because I've been watching a lot of movies on the Amazon lately on Prime, and they'll have the ad pop up at the beginning. Usually it's an ad for another one of their videos and stuff like that. It's not like trying to sell me some pharmaceutical drug or anything like that, which apparently Disney's ads do a lot of. But at least they'll have like a little button on the bottom that says you can skip ad to get to the movie faster and stuff like that. I don't know if it's on all Prime accounts, but I do know like no, it wasn't even Prime. It was HBO Max. That's what it was. Like I could skip the preview or whatever, basically watching the trailer before a movie.
Prime is the only one I'm okay with keeping the ads on because it's just packaged in with Prime itself.
Right.
Like if I could cut out the TV section, I would because we don't use it, but you can't. So
yeah, because that's a whole package deal. You pay for the free shipping, the music, the movies, all that together. Yep. Anyway,
but we complained enough. Just be aware if you're watching us on YouTube and there's a ton of ads, we're not putting those in. We don't get any benefit from those. And if there's not any ads, that's why.
Yeah, we don't get paid for any ads on YouTube whatsoever. Yeah. So, and luckily I've never run into like if I'm playing our video in the background on YouTube just to like double check some stuff or whatever. I don't see any ads pop up, but I do know it happens because I know even smaller channels than us, which there are. I know we're a small channel, but there are smaller channels than us that get ads that pop up on my videos every so often when I'm watching them. And I'm like, guys, this is ridiculous.
Speaking of, the audio version now it has for a while, hasn't it?
Every so often they've been putting ads on ours. So yep.
Let us know. We haven't heard any complaints about that cutting us off or anything. So let us know if that's placed properly. If not, maybe we could do something where, we'll just say quick second, whatever.
I think it has it set up to be at the beginning and the end.
Oh, okay. So it's not going to interrupt us.
There might be one ad break in the middle every so often, but it's like they're whatever AI algorithm thing that they use, they actually get it in there in a decent spot. I've heard way worse on bigger shows where it's just like cuts out, mid-sentence and stuff. And then they come back and you're like, what were you guys saying? That was like 2 minutes of ads. I don't even know what you were saying now.
Oh yeah. No, I've heard shows like that too. That's what it just popped in my head. I'm like, oh no, is that a problem for us? No one has said anything, but okay, cool. So
I'm sure people are used to it too if they listen to other shows, bud. So it's no big deal.
Yeah. All right. So we just get into this thing then?
You want to say what we're talking about, and then I'll do synopsis time.
Well, that's what I meant. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
We're talking about the second issue of the Gold Key comics.
Dun, 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 dun.
Again, these came out in the 1960s. They're pretty much based on the original actors.
Yeah.
Let me see if so this one would have came out in like April 1965 sometime.
Okay. Do we have any new artists for this one, or are they all the same so far?
That's a good question. They're still not crediting them in the damn book. Yeah.
Published by KK Publishings, New York Corporation, Gold Key, all rights reserved. Yeah, they didn't put the artist on here whatsoever.
Nope.
Let me go to the very end. Yeah, nope. Yeah. I love how they did a pinup on this issue though, but it's the back cover. I'm like, so to use that pinup, I have to dissect my entire comic book. Like, what are you guys doing here?
Let's see what the fandom says, if it's accurate. Let's see. Doesn't list the creators either. Oh, illustrator Fred Fredericks is still on.
Okay. So. Did the very first page of this comic, was it cut off for you too?
A little bit, but all the words are readable still.
Yeah. Oh, geez, I can't breathe.
Yeah.
All right.
And speaking of that first page, let's do synopsis time. What am I doing? I'm getting ahead of us.
I mean, we could talk about that very first page before the comic itself if you want. Don't
Yeah,
mad at
it's
me.
not really. It just kind of goes into a little again, like we mentioned last episode. They go into a little bit more of the Munsters lore. This one's about Grandpa, or the family itself, and how musically talented they are.
Hmm.
And apparently, Grandpa taught Nero and Bach, but they don't really believe him. But at least there's a little bit of evidence about Bach with the organ in the house.
Yeah.
So it's cool. It goes into again, it adds a little bit to the lore, but doesn't like kind of
And
retcon anything.
right. It just adds something to the character, but nothing. It's not changing what we know
Mhm.
of already. It's just adding into it. I do like that there's an actual so on the very first page, guys, before the comic starts, they have pictures from the I don't even want to say they're from the show because I don't even recognize this one picture. But it's the Munsters with the instruments and then the drum set that says the Munsters on it. It's
Mhm.
literally what we had in the last issue when they played the band
Mhm.
at Maryland's dance, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, that's kind of cool. I don't know if they did that on purpose. I don't know if this is like a screenshot from an episode that just never happened or what.
I believe it did show up in the show once, but that is clearly a promotional
Yeah.
image.
Yeah.
Because we also have Lily playing the harp.
But they also never had the drum set say the Munsters on it. So that's definitely a promotional piece. In the show, they didn't have that. In the comic, they did in the last issue. But I
Yeah.
don't remember ever seeing that specific drum set and everything in the live action show. Because there were a few times that they did like musical stuff, and I do like that they still say here in this that the Munsters are a musical family because we saw it throughout the 60s show where they were really into music. And even in the 80s show, actually, you really see Herman and them getting into the music stuff. And then, of course, Rob Zombie's movie.
Which is why it fits so well in the movie.
Yeah. So, okay. All right.
Well, I am currently frozen while I try to close these tabs. So go ahead and do synopsis time.
All right. Synopsis time. This week on the Munster Cast, Myke and Tivis unlock another chapter of the Munsters Golden Key Comics issue number 2 and step straight into the storm. As they turn the pages, will the Munsters find simple joy in a quiet day beneath the rain, or will Herman's past come marching back as his old military unit rolls into town? Will Grandpa keep bending reality, peering past the fourth wall like he knows something we don't? Or will Marilyn's latest date vanish without a trace faster than one of Grandpa's so-called invisible friends? And when trouble hits the neighborhood, will the blame fall, as it always does, on the Munsters? Or will the truth finally unmask a gang of bumbling Scooby-Doo style crooks caught red-handed in the act? And of course, will chaos ensue? Find out this week on the Munster Cast. All right, I'm cash for the day. I'm done.
All right, let's dive into this first story.
Dun, dun,
Myke.
dun, dun. What's up?
Headline:
No rest.
No
for
rest
the
for the eerie. Oh,
Sorry.
I thought we were going to do it in unison. All right. Crime wave hits local area. Police are baffled.
Dun, 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 dun.
Herman's worried about a crime wave going through the neighborhood, whereas Lily is either also as worried, or I just realized she's holding a 3-armed knitted
Sweater.
turtleneck sweater. Which didn't they do that in the Addams Family movie? Like that literal joke.
Yeah, because it was like it was the baby. Yeah, what they were making clothes for the baby. Yeah, but I mean, this is definitely before the Addams Family.
I know.
That.
That makes me curious, though. Could the writer have been a fan of these comics and just that little Easter egg, or it's just an easy joke to make?
Yeah, coincidence or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or it's just like one of those macabre things that
Yeah. But Grandpa doesn't care. He doesn't read anything but the obituaries. Also, he's playing checkers with his invisible friend, which is, I didn't expect that to make a comeback. Like, that was early on in the show, and it just disappeared. Remember? He was also their driver.
Yeah.
That's cool. We get a return of Miss Cribbins from last issue. I had to double check. It is the same neighbor. And the
Yes.
same post name.
Yep.
So yeah, she's bought an expensive listening device, and she is certain the Munsters are behind the crime waves, because who else would be behind it besides these weirdos? So that's her whole storyline, is setting this up to listen to them, and the mailman goes to rally the neighborhood to help out.
Like, does this mailman even live in the neighborhood? Like, why does he care?
Just going by my aunt, who is a postal worker. No, they don't live in the area they deliver to.
Usually, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
So Herman's still freaking out. He's so worried about the robberies. So Lily gets an idea of, hey, let's put all of our valuables in one place. That's surely a good idea.
Yeah, let's keep
Also,
them all together.
that statue says Uncle Wolf. Does that mean that is Lester?
Probably. I would say so. The one that
Little
Eddie leans
cameo.
up against, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot less bodies in this issue, which is all right. So also Eddie's playing what's that game? Ball and Cup?
Ball and cup ball or what? Yeah.
Yeah, except instead of a stretchy string, he's got like a ball and chain that prisoners used to wear. Yeah. Did you notice that?
Yeah. That's funny.
So yeah, they start gathering all their stuff. We got Grandpa bringing their priceless family heirloom for their headless uncle, or Richard the Chicken Hearted.
Which in this spot here, he when he tells them, "Oh, he had no head," Grandpa looks at the camera, like, well, where the camera would be if it was a show. Like, he tries to break the fourth wall, like Deadpool style and shit like that right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, that's kind of cool because he did that in the TV show too.
He did, yeah.
So
They all
like,
did.
that's kind of
Well,
cool.
I think just Herman and him. Yeah.
It was
Also,
usually Grandpa though, because Grandpa was the one always cracking a stupid joke, like, one of those. Yeah.
that vampire portrait behind him. Do you think that's him when he was younger?
Well, no, because this one's supposed to be Sam Dracula, not Vlad Dracula. So maybe that is the Dracula that's in the picture. Also, how did he get a portrait of the vampire? Unless I guess it's a painted photo.
It could be painting, yeah.
Yeah. Also, is
Yeah.
it a vampire or is it Phantom of the Opera guy? Because it looks more like Phantom of the Opera guy.
Oh, you're right. It might be cousin Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah. Because he's
when-
white skinned, where Grandpa and them were blue skinned as vampires.
Is it because this came out after when did the movie come out? Was that 66 or 65?
66, I believe it was, for that first movie.
And then Phantom of the Opera wasn't until the 80s. But yeah, it could be a reference to that.
Yeah.
No,
because I mean, this came out. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's way before Cousin Phantom of the Opera. So, but it still could be, because I mean that is a classic literature piece,
Right. Okay.
What is Lily's prized possession?
Her jams.
No.
Or before that.
Before that.
Oh, the eyebrow tweezers.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Eddie has rhinestone coffin handles.
Yeah.
while Herman has a sweater.
And they're like, oh, there's everything that we hold dear in this world. Yeah, it's frightening, huh? It's just a bunch of pile of junk. Just a pile of junk.
That is such a good joke. But Herman's like, hey, let's get it in the safe. And Ellie's like, oh, no, you don't.
You will not
in my safe.
And then I started having ghost moments. I was like, what if there's a dead body in there? Like from the show Ghost.
The American version.
Yeah.
But no, she keeps an assortment of homemade preserved jam inside. Well, it ferments or something. I don't know. She says it's not ready yet. I've never made jam. Have you?
No, I've never made jam. No.
Yeah. So I have no idea what that's all about.
Just, they have to. I don't know. Maybe it has to be in there so long. Who knows?
Yeah.
Fermenting would turn it into wine, though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Unless she's trying to make some like alcoholic jam.
Grandpa really wants to try these because, you know, one of these centuries she'll eventually get the recipe right, which what a backhanded compliment.
Yeah, it's the flavors are weird berry jam, zombie berry jam, wolfbane marmalade, and the new taste sensation smelly jam or smelly jelly, sorry. Yeah.
She's not having it though. She slams the door shut. And while this is going on, the neighbors are still outside putting that thing together.
Because it takes 20 people to build it.
Yeah.
And as they're doing that, as they're doing it, there's burglars trying to steal are stealing all their stuff because they're so preoccupied with worrying about the Munsters and what the Munsters are doing. They're not paying attention.
And they are Looney Tune burglars.
They're so. Oh, the boss. I don't know what to do, boss. That kind of exactly like that's exactly like the voice style I was hearing as I was reading this. It was like the Victoria boss, because he's like they're it's a.
Oh, that's right. I was wondering why you just said my wife's name.
No, yeah.
Why'd you say that name? Yeah, that's literally a joke they do.
Okay, Batman.
Yeah, they hit every house in the neighborhood, eventually get to the Munster house, and they're like, boy, it looks like somebody already hit this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
what's inside a Victorian mansion?
Like, oh, looks like somebody already broke in.
And then we get some adult humor here with some old timey term for idiot.
Yeah. He's like, you know what? I find this old Victorian mansion, the Victoria, and then the guy's like, no, boob antiques. And the guy's like, duh, say that's wonderful. What is it? But is there any market for boob antiques? By the way, there are. Even with our term of boob, there is a market for boob antiques, guys. I'm just saying it.
Yeah. But so Lily has this idea. We kind of skimmed over this, but she's like, hey, since we can't put it in the safe, why don't you take turns, Herman and Grandpa, watching this stuff?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, sure. Herman gets first watch. So Herman's sitting nervously on the stuff when he starts hearing noise inside the safe. Grandpa can apparently phase through walls.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I know he says he's just walking through walls, but maybe because like the vampire lore, like he can turn into different animals, like a gas and stuff too. But I was wondering if he turned into like a little ant or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But maybe. The gases, they really only turn into the gases just to like float away. And that's only some iterations, yeah.
Well, either way, it is Grandpa's turn to watch the stuff. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I got a starry in me. So
Grandpa
Grandpa's
has
like,
no care.
yeah, no problem. I'll do it. Sleeps.
Yeah, he just goes straight to
Mean-
sleep. I got this.
Meanwhile, the robbers are just wandering through their house. The untold amount of rooms they have, till eventually, well, they find a pair of eyeballs in a drawer that freak them out. Then they get trapped in the phone box coffin, which is so cool. Like,
Yeah.
I love the attention to detail from the old show. And while all this noise is happening, Herman's freaking out in the bedroom, waking Lily up, being like, "What is going on down there?"
Only in the comic could Herman jump into Lily's arms.
Yeah, there's no
Or a
way
cartoon.
Yvonne could hold
No.
Fred.
No. I do wish that they would have went the style of the animated, the mini Munsters for the visuals in this, because then they could like correspond together a little bit better.
Well,
But
this did
still
predate
good.
Mini Monsters as well.
Did it?
Yeah, it was 70s.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. So Mini Monsters should have done this artwork.
Yeah.
Although this is
maybe.
very like old school
Mhm.
pre-Archie artwork almost.
Yeah, like I said, it's very reminiscent of like the original Casper comics.
Yeah. Yeah, especially the facial features and stuff that people give when they're gasping and fleeing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah. The robbers eventually find the stockpile and think Grandpa's a porcelain statue. Start dragging him away. He is sleeping like a rock.
Also, how do you not know the difference between porcelain and freaking flesh?
Well, he might be
can tell
cold.
It's the freaking the squishiness though. Come on now. Look at
No, they might
Grandpa.
have put
Grandpa is
Play-Doh.
squishy.
Sure.
In this
Lily,
comic, he's definitely squishy.
Lily has finally heard enough of downstairs, so she's like, "Hey, go figure it out." And he's like, yeah. You let me know when you come back." She's like, "No, shove." And in this comic, their bedroom is right at the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure they were a little bit down the hall at least, because I think the first door in the show was Eddie's room, wasn't it?
I believe so. In the original, yeah.
Then it was
Did you notice there's
Marilyn,
like
then Grandpa, and they're at the end of the hall.
There's like a little tiny trap door at the bottom of the stairs. Not big
Yeah, that
enough
was in
for
the last
anything.
comic.
Yeah, I don't know what that's supposed to be for. Unless it's just for a spot to breathe.
Grandpa opened it up to drop the doctor down.
No,
So far
not
we
that.
haven't.
It's in the front of the stairs. On the actual stairwell. Not the floor. So if you look on the page right after Herman gets pushed down the stairs.
Oh, I
the little
see.
door
Yeah, it's like
there.
a little mouse thing.
Yeah. Maybe
What
that's how
is that?
for Grandpa to get around when he's transformed into smaller things.
Maybe. We have not had really much of a hint of Spot in these comics, which I still have to go remove that from the last issue on League of Comic Geeks. Oops.
I mean, that could be Spot. We don't know.
They
They
didn't name him, though. I gotta wait till he's named for it to count.
Also, it depends on which version of Spot, because Spot was also a girl in the Munsters today. Remember? You got pregnant?
Yeah,
she got pregnant. It got pregnant. I don't even know anymore.
It's a dragon.
Anyway. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways.
So, yeah, Herman goes down the stairs, sees the robbers. They freak out at each other, do the classic cartoon of they book it in two different directions.
Yeah.
The robbers then go outside and see the neighbors all out there. And then they run back in and like, we'll take our chances with him. It's just, you can read this in Fred's voice. He's, "Oh my stars." So yeah, the robbers are like, "Hey, we'll be safe inside this vault, right?"
Yeah.
Wrong. It's Grandpa has woken up and he's having more jams, and it's spilled down the front of him. By the way, they mentioned that the jam explodes earlier on, and that's what happens. It just starts going off, and the robbers think somebody's shooting at them. We skimmed over that part, but yeah, that is a thing that I didn't expect it to come back when I was reading, because I'm like, oh, okay, they're explosive jam. That's funny.
Yeah, because it explodes, and then you hear Lily's like, that's the last time I get that from Lucretia Borgia or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's
Another returning name.
Yep. So the robbers end up running right outside, right to the police, and they turn themselves in. They're like, "We did it. We did it all. We did it." Yeah, we're the robbers.
And I can't tell if the cops are just like, "Okay, you confess, get in," or they're like, "Yeah, we know. Let's get you away from this house." It is very kind of ambiguous with what they're saying.
Yeah.
But the neighbors aren't done.
Yeah, the neighbors finally got it working. Their machine working. Oh, go ahead.
And by neighbors, there's like Miss Briggs, a random dude, and the mailman.
Yeah. And it looks
the
like
neighborhood, apparently.
From inside the house, when you look out the window to what the neighbors are doing, it looks like they're setting up a bunch of stage lights like they're about to film something. It doesn't look
if you have speakers, if you got speakers that strong, why would you build it right outside their window? You could just listen.
Yeah. And they're not even speakers. They're supposed to be microphones.
That's what I meant, microphone.
Yeah.
This is kind of a dumb subplot, I'll be honest.
At this point, they should have just used the whole, spy on my sister thing, like the megaphone thing. Wait, that might be an Impractical Jokers product that's not real. So I don't remember.
Excuse me. The neighbors flip on the device just in time to hear Grandpa. They're talking about bringing the neighbors over to celebrate the robbers getting caught.
Yeah.
And giving them some of the jam that Lily has made. But all they hear is Grandpa saying he wants to bury them.
Dun,
so
dun, dun, dun. Yeah.
They all take off so fast they destroy the expensive equipment they spent all day putting together.
Yeah. Because the neighbors must be the real peculiar ones.
Yeah. We end with Grandpa munching on jam covered in it, with Eddie also having a bite.
Yep. It's almost like they need some bat milk yogurt to go with that.
I really do appreciate how most of the family, aside from Marilyn, are drawn with like weird wrinkles and stuff to really make them look so distinct versus Marilyn and all the neighbors who just look like normal.
Yeah. Well, even Marilyn, like not even just normal, but they actually did her very, very clean to kind of give that appearance of she's supposed to be way better looking than the rest of the characters in the comic. Because everyone else, like the neighbors and stuff, they still have elongated faces, kind of like Herman. Where Marilyn
he's got such a big chin.
Yeah. Where Marilyn is like, honestly, it's what you would think like that a Marilyn Monroe character would look like if drawn out because of how the face is shaped and everything. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Shall we move on to the next one?
The next one. The first one's always the longest.
No.
Yeah, that's right.
There we go. They're out of order.
Gotcha.
Weekend spook out.
The weekend spook out. Basically, they're watching the news. They find out there's thunderstorms and stuff. So it's a wonderful day for a picnic, as Herman says.
When you know it, Lily's making the sandwiches with a battle axe.
Yeah, cutting the bread out. Yep. Yeah.
We get the return of the invisible friend or friends. They're very ambiguous with how many there are.
Yeah. Another one of Grandpa's invisible friends. He's doing all the work because Eddie's
Mhm.
supposed to be carrying all the sandwiches, but the invisible friend is doing it for them. Except this invisible friend glows, unlike in the show where they just had the being doing stuff, you know,
Yeah.
which he ended up disappearing like within the first season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is so cool because it's like it's such a long removed from this because we were like, what is going on with this? Because he played checkers with Grandpa like twice, and then he drove the coach to pick up Lily once, and that was it.
And they would open the doors and stuff for him for the car and everything.
Yeah,
It was basically like their lurch, but you just didn't see
yeah,
him.
and then he just vanished from the show.
They probably didn't want to keep doing all those gags.
Yeah,
Yeah. Anyway.
yeah.
Um,
Marilyn's like, it's gonna rain, and Lily's like, I know, isn't it wonderful? Like, I don't know. Even with how strange this family is, like that's gonna make the sandwiches soggy, and I don't know anyone who likes soggy bread.
yeah, we know they like to like sit out on their porch during the rainstorms, but that's
Yeah,
like they're not getting
their,
soaked,
their
you know?
balcony,
Yeah, yeah. Their balcony. That's what it is. Because it's like right off their room and stuff.
which I
Um,
get because my grandparents had a porch, and we'd love to just sit there summer stormy nights and listen to the rain just go by, the thunder and stuff. It's
yeah,
very relaxing.
yeah. I like it like if you're in campers and stuff and it's raining and that noise on the metal roofs and stuff.
Hmm.
I love it. It's so peaceful to me. Um And I like rain as long as I don't have to deal with all the mugginess after, especially being in Florida.
Oh
It's
yeah,
constant. Like there is no rain without muggy sweatiness. Yeah.
oh yeah.
Actually, one of the
That's
last times that we were up north in Ohio, visiting as a family, like all of us, when I took all the kids
mhm.
and everything, um, we actually rented a camper and I just had it sit in my mom's driveway and the rain sounds when it was raining, it was like perfect. And then you could just open the door and smell the nice rain smell instead of like this just heat on you. That's the nice
Mhm.
thing about Ohio when it rains some majority of the time. It does get muggy, but not as
Yeah.
nearly.
Mostly pre-rain than after.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Uh,
So
eh,
they're going to pick up this college kid, but I don't understand what this cop is in this scene for. Do you
yeah. It's like
I don't
Herman just straight up strikes out at a cop while they're driving.
yeah, like, I don't understand. Yeah. And then he does a stupid line, "Of course not. I always say the morgue, the merrier." God, no, please, not with that pun. That's stupid.
Yeah. So they pull up to the boy's house and he thinks Marilyn's been kidnapped. So he grabs a baseball bat to go beat the family to death.
Yeah.
Trying,
Yeah.
it's more than we saw from a lot of other guys that Marilyn
Right?
was into. Yeah.
They would've just took off.
Eh,
Um,
I'll be honest, I thought for a while this guy might stick around, but no.
yeah. So, to get him in the vehicle, the, invisible person just lifts his ass up and puts him in the car.
Yeah, he's getting impatient. He wants his food.
Yeah. He's very hungry. Yeah. And then, where is it? He's hungry, he'll eat anything. And then
Mhm.
what happens to the car?
They get a flat.
Dun 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 dun. And as they go looking for the jack, they can't find it. And why not? Because the invisible man ate it.
So Grandpa slaps the crap out of him.
And how strong is this invisible man guy? Because he just picks up the car with everybody
Yeah,
in it.
he's like carrying it around for a while Herman chases down the spare that goes rolling away.
Yeah. 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 Herman just lets the spare tire go, which the spare tire didn't even have a freaking rim on it. It's just a tire. Like,
Mhm. They're gonna have to replace the tube,
uh,
and then it
and the
becomes that horror movie of the tire that is
rubber.
psychic. Yeah, rubber. I wish that would have been so funny.
Dude, that movie's so fun. It's so stupid, but so fun. If you guys have
But
never seen Rubber, go watch it. I mean, if you like stupid horror movies.
this tire doesn't have psychic powers. However, it does decide to terrorize a Foodsville grocery store.
Yeah.
You could get cream chip beef on sale.
An asparagus riot?
Buy pie. Okay.
And finally, but before we get into the store, there's a gentleman in there who is finished finally after 20 years of displaying food. This is his finest hour. He built a giant thing of peas.
It is so tall he needs a
Canned
ladder.
peas. Yeah.
How is this practical, Mike?
Uh,
This is a lawsuit.
That is something that you would see in Practical Jokers do too, and they just fall into it.
They have done that.
Yes.
But
maybe not with canned goods, but
it goes all the way to the ceiling, and this place looks like it the size. If anyone listening has ever been like in a Costco,
yeah.
like as soon as customers start taking those cans,
They're all falling.
they're collapsing on someone, and you getting a lawsuit.
Yeah. Yeah, especially because it's built in the shape of a pyramid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is why a lot of store displays, because store displays used to be built up really high, like up in the 90s, back in the 90s, but I think they did stop building them so high because of issues like that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So the tire crashes into it, of course, because this is a a Hanna-Barbera comic. Or a Scooby-Doo show. And
they were Hanna-Barbera.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. So the tire keeps going, and somehow it goes into the freezer.
Yeah, it just keeps going.
It actually doesn't even get into the freezer. It hits the outside of the freezer, but Herman ends up in the freezer trying to get to it. And he does the stupidest thing. It's like, oops, I tripped. It's like, as it kind of reminds me of like being like, whoa, like when you're just messing around with people. I'm like, oh no, I'm falling.
And then a customer goes to buy something from it or pick something up from it. If this was the Mockingbird Lane show, it would just look like there's a dead person in the freezer and the guy would freak out. But because this is the cartoon, Herman stands up covered in snow.
Yeah.
Scares the guy, and he's like, I don't want anything they're selling in that thing.
Yeah.
Then you have all the customers rushing out, and the owner with the cashier at the register being like, the cashier's like, dude, there's a monster on the loose in here. He's like, this is what it looks like anytime there's a sale going on. What are you talking about? As he looks away, Herman goes running by chasing the tire, and the cashier's like, hey, I'm going to take a nap. The guy's like, no, not allowed on company time. Oh, wait, hang on, I'll join you. It's like, also, why is canned fruit so close to the exit? Is this whole store nothing but canned goods with frozen?
Yes.
Canned beef.
Yeah.
So
right.
he finally gets the damn tire.
Yep. Um,
The Invisible
where's
Man
that?
is carrying the
Yeah.
car to him. Slams it down on Herman's foot.
And then takes off because now where's the Invisible Man? And Marilyn's date was like, I think he's right here because the guy's hiccuping. But then Herman says, why is he coughing? I don't understand
Yeah.
if that's like a dated thing or what.
Let's see. What does Google say?
Hiccuping, because it should just be
Is it
hiccuping.
hiccup or hic cough? Nope, that's AI. I'm not reading you. Go away. Oh, also spelled hic cough. So,
Really?
yeah.
Huh.
Meh.
Okay.
Apparently, it's
Anyways.
just different, kind of like aluminum and aluminium.
Yeah. The Invisible Man ate all the sandwiches, but good luck because they are right by a grocery store.
Yeah, and it's empty.
Yeah. So they finally get to their picnic area, which is
Hold up.
uh-oh.
Grandpa forces Marilyn's date to change the tire while they're shopping.
Yeah.
He's like, I ain't doing nothing.
As the Invisible Man is still hiccuping. Coughing. Sorry.
And this one kind of hurt my soul a little bit. They get to the graveyard and smash the car into a gravestone, cracking it. I'm like, oh, the history.
There's probably somebody they knew already.
It's someone Herman had a grudge against.
I don't understand why they crashed. I don't understand that.
No, they have brakes.
Yeah.
They just destroyed their car.
Also, the gravestones are usually not in the middle of the road, so you have to go out of your way to hit that.
Yeah, they do. But look at the amount of smoke coming out of their radiator is done.
Toast. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's time for the picnic. Marilyn's like, the dude seems like he's chilling out a little bit with the family. Like, hey, maybe they're not so bad.
Yeah. He's trying his hardest. And he's like, it's a nice place to visit, but I wouldn't live here.
No one's asking you to, man.
Yeah. And Herman's like, why not? We did. Hey, Lily. Right. Everybody, let's dig in. And then the sun comes out.
So is this like
a good day?
Oh yeah, it ruins the picnic. I'm wondering. He says they lived in the graveyard. So my grandma and grandpa literally lived in a cave for a little bit. Like, not even joking. They were in a cave in West Virginia because he was unemployed and she just wanted to be with him. He eventually did go live with a mining corporation, which is a whole nother story. But
yeah,
is this so? Were they like just wanting to be together, and so they decided to live in a graveyard before they got their house?
I don't know. I mean, eventually, I would say Herman more so because, well, no. I don't know, because did Lily ever live, or was she always a vampire? Like, did she have to get buried to become a vampire? Is she literally like born from somebody, or did Grandpa turn her into a vampire? And that's why she's his daughter. Whereas like Dracula would have, like the Dracula would have wives, or the wives of Dracula or whatever. Maybe he just made daughters.
Also son, because Lester.
That's his adopted
But we don't know
son.
if Lester,
His
again,
adopted
lives.
son from the Vampire Wars.
We don't know if Lester actually exists in this continuity, though.
But
Because even though it's based on the 60s show, they're not the same. So
yeah.
I don't know. That's an interesting line of thinking, though, for the original show. Because we know in today, it's definitely his daughter.
Right.
But, yeah, that's interesting. Huh. I don't know.
All right, so yeah, the sun comes out. They have to rush back to the car before they spoil. I wonder if this is in the same vein as like Grandpa can't be in the sun too long because he's a vampire type thing.
That doesn't make sense for what's about to happen, though.
Yeah, I know. They go back to the house. It's the best place for the picnic. And Marilyn's boyfriend takes off.
Apparently their house is worse than the graveyard. He just can't take it anymore, even though he seemed to be doing all right with the family, like even concerned about Herman at one point.
Yeah. Also, I think it's because they finally got him back into the town so that he knows where the heck he's at.
Yeah, it could be that too. That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Marilyn.
Yeah. Anyway, that ends that one.
Yeah.
The way that they did the last panel for this one, like the guy zips out of the frame and like leaves the ghost or the smokestack there, but then they have Marilyn bent over right where the smokestack is. And I'm just like, it just looks like she's breaking butt, dude. Like
breaking butt,
breaking wind. Ripping ass. I don't know, man. It just looks like she's farting everywhere, dude.
It does. You get the family over there eating with the invisible friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was an interesting one. I think I liked the first story better so far.
Yeah. All right. So we are going to do
a little break. Yes. Little Wolfgang is back, and the teacher calls his dad to the school to tell him, hey, your kid is kind of messed up. He wants to be a creature. I suggest you read him this poem to scare him.
Yeah, he wants to be a monster, basically. So the dad reads the stuff, and he talks like once there was a little boy who wouldn't
he's
comb
definitely
his hair.
Supposed to be German.
Who can play cards? Another fight. I had fun reading this issue, by the way.
This Little Wolfgang. I think it was definitely better than last week's.
Yeah. Basically, he reads out the poem. Do we want to read the whole poem or no? Because it's actually pretty long.
Nah. The gist of it is these kids act up and get kidnapped by trolls.
Yeah. Are they trolls?
So, yes. Or no, they're goblins, aren't they?
They're goblin. No. Yeah.
Yeah. And they kind of look like Cousin It from Addams Family, but with like arms and legs coming out of them, and you could see their faces.
Mm-hmm.
They're just very hairy things.
They look like dust bunnies.
Yes.
That's what they look like.
They really do.
And goblins will get you if you don't watch out, he says. Wow. Well, now he doesn't want to be a monster anymore. So his dad says, I guess that teacher's pretty dang smart. And then he sneaks in with a stick of dynamite and blows his dad up. Which, not blows him up, but like scares the crap out of him. And he's like, I thought you didn't want to be a monster no more. He's like, I don't. I want to be
a goblin. Which he's got all these signs made up in front of their house saying, welcome goblins, come take me.
I'm yours, Wolfgang.
Yeah. That was a fun little. I like having that kind of break up the last story in these issues. I don't know how long it'll keep going for, but we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty fun.
But then
All
we
right, man.
enter the final story.
There's something about a Munster.
This was great because it goes back to the Halloween that was actually a Thanksgiving episode of the show.
Which was when
where
go on.
Herman is trying to lose weight so he can fit into his uniform to go to his was it reunion?
Yes, yeah, it was his reunion that he was going to. Yep.
For when he served in the war.
Yeah. He needed to lose weight, and that's why he was
Dieting.
going mad crazy over the Thanksgiving turkey that from somebody else. Their neighbor's house, that's what it was.
Yes. And we also got our very first and only voiceover.
Yeah.
Let me tell you how I got in this mess. That was such a good. I watch that every Thanksgiving still.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah. Right. They're getting ready to go in town. Herman wasn't invited though, so he's like, "Hey, maybe my old company, the Grumbling Ghosts, will be there." I'm like, "Oh, were there a lot of casualties?" He's like, "No, they all deserted."
Yeah.
So, yeah, he gives him a call. He's like, "Hey, you guys want to swing by?" They're like, I'm getting war flashbacks.
Well, at first they're like super happy and jolly, and then they're like, "Oh wait, who is this? It's Private Munster. Remember me?" And the guy is like goes into like I don't even know, like some PTSD thing where he just is out of his mind, and then somehow the commanding officer, is it the commanding officer? The captain. It's the captain. It's just like, "Yeah, we'll come to the party at your house. Anything you say." Of course. The other dudes are just like, "Commander, you don't know what you're saying. Like, please stop. Like, what are you doing?"
Why did you commit the whole company to go?
And he's just like, "Well, we'll all go to the Munsters to show support for you. We're not afraid." Much, as the guy says in the corner.
Yeah. So they all show up. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you good?
Yeah, they're all there. They're like, boy, of all the cities we had to pick, we had to go to the one that Herman lives in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Herman's
Herman
like, welcome. He's so happy to see his old war buddies again.
Yeah.
He's
like, "Yeah, you haven't changed a bit. Neither have you, Munster. Unfortunately."
He brings him in. Grandpa, I don't understand what is going on here. He strikes like a menacing pose. Lily looks angry, and Eddie's just jumping up and down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So Lily's
like all over the place. Like he's dumping the cauldron of drink like all over just so that they can fill a tiny little glass. Hanging from the rafters, or not rafters, the chandelier. That's what it is. Yeah.
It's you know, it's a mess.
Yeah.
But Herman apparently specialized in digging their foxholes,
which makes sense.
Yeah,
Gravedigger,
but not the Gravedigger, which I actually saw when I was going home from work the other day, which is cool. It was just outside of a random furniture store.
What do you mean? Oh, the
Gravedigger monster truck.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about like you saw somebody digging a grave for a second.
No, but there's a chance I could. We drive by a pet cemetery sometime.
I mean, you see it all the time at the cemeteries, depending. I mean, there's so many people are getting cremated nowadays, though.
Yeah, because it's just
Herman would be
room, it's
getting
also
out of
cheaper.
job. I'm surprised they never did an episode based on that, like cremation taking over Herman's job.
Well, if we ever see the reboot, maybe we will.
Hmm.
But again, there's been no news, so I think it's dead in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So he's like, Herman's like, hey, remember those old war songs we used to sing? And then he begins going. Yeah. He starts singing the songs, and Grandpa's like, you guys did nothing but sing all the time. Things were different back in the First War. He's like, the First World War? No, the First War.
Period. My outfit
And
was called the Vampires.
who fought in the First War, Mike?
It was the vampires and the lichens or werewolves.
Yeah,
And this
apparently
is where my theory comes into mind with this world, anyways, is Uncle Lester was a casualty of the war. Like he was think of like Loki, like how Odin took Loki from the frost giants as a baby. I'm wondering if that's how he got Lester. He took him as a baby because he felt bad for him.
Are you saying Grandpa is the All-Father?
Yes. Bro, come on now. It's not far-fetched because he's completely different from the entire family.
He's an a-hole.
That's the only similarity he has with Grandpa. But
Yeah.
I mean, it would make sense. And then but we don't know his relationship with his mom, so it's hard to figure out if it's like a Loki situation.
I just like how basically Underworld is the history of the war.
The war, the original war. Yeah. Yeah, because you would think it wouldn't just be vampires and werewolves. It would have been vampires, werewolves, witches, warlocks, stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe they wanted to, abstain.
Or maybe it was witches versus warlocks, and they were using the vampires and the werewolves to fight their war.
Or maybe it was one wizard controlling everything. Palpatine
Illuminati.
style.
It's called the Illuminati.
Can it be Illuminati if it's one person?
That was his name. That was his name. His name was Illuminati because he was.
Okay. Yeah, all right. I'm down for that.
Son of Merlin. It was Illuminati who put the sword in the stone. Yes.
Also, he served time in Brooklyn. Brooklyn didn't exist.
What? I mean, it depends on when.
Maybe he went to fight in the place that would become Brooklyn.
Let's see here. The real story of Brooklyn, 400 years and 2 minutes. The untold story of Brooklyn. I'm trying to see if there's a Brooklyn outside of Brooklyn in America.
There was definitely a war that happened more than 400 years ago.
I know. Ooh, did you know Brooklyn was a densely forested area inhabited by the Lenape? Interesting.
Oh. One of the ghosts and ghosts is from them.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
They were all later captured by the British in 1664.
Yeah, that's our history is dark. America.
Hey, those were Brits, man.
Yes, so are we.
Give that to them, bro.
Go back far enough and we're Brits as well.
Nope. I have a lot of ancestors that were Native American. Thank you very much.
Cherokee for me. It was my, let's see, it was my grandpa's grandma. So that would be my great grandma was the last full blooded
And then
Cherokee in my line.
my other people that came here, my family were Irish. They got treated like shit when they first got here.
Yeah. Yeah. They were told to build the railroads with
The only ones that had the upper hand in
Chinese.
my family were the Germans.
They did and still do control large sections of the country, which is why we shouldn't have a national language. But
right. Oh, anyways, that's stupid.
Yeah. So her grandpa goes to change into his uniform, but what does he actually do?
He just turns into a bat, bro. A vampire bat at that. Which, by the way, vampire bats are pretty dang big. So this is actually not a vampire bat. It's just a bat.
Yeah. Are we sure he didn't just let Igor out?
Right. At first, when I got to the scene, I saw the rhino head and I thought Grandpa turned into a rhino for a second. Because I didn't see the little bat until like after I like moved my eyes over to the page and I was like, oh, got you. Because I was
apparently,
apparently
helped the Munsters helped with the endangerment of some rhino species out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
or it's a relative that they just never got to transform back to human form.
Maybe it's Bebop. Was that the rhino?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. I literally don't know.
Yep. Who's the?
We're talking Ninja Turtles now.
Seamus played him, right?
Seamus
played Bebop. No, Seamus played Rocksteady.
No, he was the Warthog. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the troop all run in terror as Grandpa transforms back with a pop.
Yeah. No, wait. Bebop is the Warthog. Sorry. I'm getting confused. Yeah. Rocksteady was the
You're supposed to be the super fan.
Yeah, I know. I got confused for a second. Because you said
the name of the lizard.
You said it with such like conviction. I was just like,
Did
I?
Did I?
You did. You were like, right? I was like, yeah. Not that I don't have them both on my shelf over there.
You could tell me the name of the weird lizard dude that shows up every couple years, but not them.
Mondo Gecko?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's because he's like cool. He's got the skateboard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Usagi Yojimbo is another one, but he's a turtle guy, but not a turtle guy at the same time. Because Usagi goes into a bunch of shit. Anyways.
Creator-owned characters are great.
Samurai rabbits. God love them.
He met the Power Rangers twice. So,
yep. Anyway,
Herman's like, well, I guess that's it for the reunion. And Eddie's like, hey, wait, don't forget the parade tomorrow.
Yeah. The next day, they're all there at the parades. And then as Herman comes walking by, he's like, wait for me. And he's in his
army outfit.
Army outfit. What do they call it?
Uniform. Fatigues?
Yeah. Fatigues, yes. Yeah, because they're in a different uniform than he is actually. So yeah, he comes out in his fatigues and everything. I was gonna say civvies, but civvies are their normal clothes. Right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Spend them in it, yeah. Anyways, so they all bolt away. And Lily's like, bro, it's been like 20 years since World War II ended. Yet Herman's company is more fit than ever. Look how fast they're going, basically.
Yeah.
And
Grandpa's like, hey, I got a hold of my old troop as well. We're doing the reunion here next week.
Oh, boy.
And nobody cares.
Yeah. And listen to that crowd roar as Herman runs by. And then Lily's like, "How are they coming? By bus or train?" Because they continue their conversation, and of course, her Grandpa's just like, "Ah, they'll fly in." Of course, of course, of course,
Of course, it was a horse.
of course.
That was it for that story. That was a fun one as well. I think it might be my second favorite of this issue.
Yeah, dude. Every time I hear someone say, "Of course," I just think of that scene at the end of Endgame with Thor and Star-Lord. Yes, you, of course, of course. I mean, I'm trying to keep at least it's comic book related, right? Like everything we've actually referenced today has been comic book related as we're talking about comic
For the
books,
most part,
just
yeah.
so people are good, like, you know.
Yeah,
Anyways.
yeah. Then we get one little thing about the Munster coach, which is, yeah, it's cool. It doesn't really give any new info.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just basically about no new car model but they gotta say he's practical man, yet the Munster coach is a one of a kind vehicle. Nobody else has it. So that's not very practical. That's like, and how much did it cost them to build that? Like the Munsters don't have money. And Herman's the only one that works in the house. And we saw in the show that it was two vehicles that they threw together. It was an old hearse and what was the other car that they mashed with it?
Drag racing? No, was it Model T?
I don't remember what the other one was, but it was a hearse and something else that they just put together. Because the drag racer was the Dragula. That was that car.
Yeah. All right, Munster coach. Let's see what fandom has to say.
Well,
it's just giving me info on the real car. I wanted in. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it was actually made out of a Model T.
Yeah.
In real life, so I'm gonna guess that's the same for the show.
Model T, and then the old school. I swore it was an old school hearse too.
Hearse. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, man. Yeah. So this issue was kind of cool. Like you said, the second story was kind of the weakest one of them for this one.
Absolutely.
For sure. So yeah, that first one, they always do like a really long one, a short one, the mini thing, and then another decently longer one again at the end. It's interesting. Wonder if they keep that format up. I don't. When do we say that they switch authors or art styles? I think it was. Is it issue 5 or 6?
I'm not sure.
I don't remember what we said last time we were on. So
let's see.
Where is my asset here?
Looking.
Dun 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 dun.
Eisman served as primary illustrator through 11.
Okay,
so it doesn't say 11. When they got replaced, but
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Although issue 5 still remains unidentified, so I guess he takes over sometime soon. It just says that issue 5, they don't know who illustrated that one, whether it was
him or not.
Fred or Eisman or even Mike Sikowski, who was part of 2-issue run.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll be curious to see when the art style, how they can emulate each other and change it up, make it their own.
Mm-hmm. Did you notice on the front of the cover, it says, Lily gets such a charge out of Herman, she could die laughing. Has nothing to do with any of the stories in there.
No.
It's just like they used a lot of old promotional photos for the covers, and that was it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
100%.
Yeah.
Again, Universal, you own part of Gold Key. Give us an omnibus. Like, just throw all these old stuff together. Don't let them be lost to time.
Yeah. Or else I'm going to do it. And I'm just going to give it away for free.
Which you legally can do, I think.
Yeah, you can give shit away for free, right?
Yeah, as long as you're not profiting off of it, they can't come after you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do it. But would they consider it profit if you get more views because you do so? I wonder how that works.
I don't think
Let's talk to a
so.
lawyer about that one.
Yeah.
All right. Any other words on this specific issue, dude?
No, this is it's been interesting. I'm enjoying going back to the classic version of the Munsters again.
Yeah. I also like coming up with some new lore based on this individual stories and stuff too, because it would be kind of a cool concept if Grandpa just took Lester from somewhere, and to try and figure out, was Lily human ever before or not? Like, was she born a vampire or not? Like, because we know. Let's see. That's the thing. Is like, what about Well, no, Eddie, we kind of talked about while we talked about the actual shows when we watched them, where it could be like Herman has a part of a werewolf or something within him.
Because his hands go hairy every now and then for some reason.
Yeah. So we can always debate that one easily, but yeah. All right, man.
Does a specific part of him have to be from the werewolf?
I mean, you see his feet. Come on now.
Oh boy.
All right. So next week we are going to talk about issue 3. I have absolutely no idea what we're in store for with that one.
No.
Whether I mean, I could look at the titles real quick, but that would just ruin it. So we can wait. I like
Sounds good
just
to me.
getting into it. Whatever. Yeah. Anyways, guys. Again, check us all out on social media via the Munster Cast, and always go to themunstercast.com for all of our content in one spot, guys. Definitely check that out. And as Tivis said too, the Patreon definitely gets you into like Discord and stuff like that. Which that's like the bonus for it, guys. And our Patreon doesn't cost much at all. So definitely take advantage, join the community of Munster fans, things like that too. That and we're not like the Munster groups. There are some good Munster groups on Facebook, I will say this. But then there are some other groups where they tolerate, just shit talking on certain Munster products, and we won't tolerate that. I mean, you can say a real opinion, but you just can't say, "Oh, it sucks because it's not this and that."
If a thing isn't for you, it's not for you. That is understandable. Everyone should be able to get that. But if you're saying that no one should enjoy it, that's being an a-hole.
Yeah, definitely. Any final words for this episode, dude?
This is fun. I'm enjoying this. This is a nice little, once again, every time we start a new version of the Munsters, it's always interesting.
Yeah, definitely. And we did go a little longer than we wanted to on this one again, but we're trying to get it down as how we're going to talk about all of these. So we're still working that through, guys.
And by now you should know whether we're doing weekly again or bi-weekly. I'm pretty sure we're sticking to the bi-weekly, but
yeah,
we're still figuring it out behind the scenes.
Yeah. Tivis
we're recording this way before you guys are going to see him. So
yeah. All right, guys. With that all said, Tivis, thank you. And we will catch y'all next time as we take another stroll down 1313 Mockingbird Lane.
The lesson I want you to learn is it doesn't matter what you look like. You can be tall or short, or fat or thin, or ugly or handsome, like your father. You can be black or yellow or white. It doesn't matter. What does matter is the size of your heart and the strength of your character.
Myke and Tivis.